What it do, y'all? This is episode 1 of You Know What I'm Saying on the Tail Talk channel. With the You Know What I'm Saying videos, we're more so just gonna go over the latest news in regards to the Dragon Ball franchise. Tail Talk in general will be just more about what we want to talk about in regards to Dragon Ball as a whole, not so much like what's new out there. Probably just go over later older stuff like that. But I'm Mr. T Bania.
What's up, everybody? I'm Power.
And today obviously we're gonna have to talk about Dragon Ball DAIMA. I'm sure you've seen something in regards to this. You might have seen Goku as a kid, Vegeta as a kid, stuff like that. So if you're kind of just finding this video looking for information, found the right video. We're gonna get right into the teaser trailer. This is gonna be our second take at this. I didn't record my audio last time, but that was the first time that I actually watched the trailer. I was trying to save it for this episode, but of course it messed up. It is what it is, but we're gonna go over it again and highlight some of the things we did on that initial run. So let's do that right now. Definitely did not expect it to be coming up on 40 years since this franchise came out. That's insane. The animation has changed so much. 40 years for the franchise and a decade since Super started. That's actually crazy. Wow, 5 years since the Broly movie? I didn't even pick that up. Oh, what do you know? A dead year. Shout outs. What is that? That claw thing. So we gonna stop it right here. Who are these dudes and what are they doing? They're watching all this stuff as if it's some type of like television show, like how we watch it, but they in the universe. So they got the staff, they got capes. It's a 2-man team. What we know about 2-man teams nowadays is like the Angel and the Destroyer. So I wouldn't say this really gives off that dynamic, but this is giving off new age Dragon Ball super villains. They look kind of whack, not too scary, but like, I don't know why they changed that aspect of the villains. It is what it is, but what were you you were mentioning something before off of this recording about how they appeared.
Oh, I was just saying it just kind of gave off like a Champa and Vados or Beerus and Whis vibe, with the staff and everything. It just kind of looked like kind of gave a God of Destruction and Angel vibe to me. I wonder, that staff has to symbolize something. He wouldn't just be holding that for no reason.
1,000,000%. Since this is a teaser, obviously they're gonna give us nothing but the question. So hold on, let's just finish this real quick. Gotta love his designs.
The skills in the Dragon Ball, it's like they didn't try. They just drew it all out.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It's just little heels.
It was a quick freestyle.
Shout out to the best rivalry of all
See,
time.
when you're transforming like that,
My boys.
it shows that, swirly part of the background. Does that symbolize something? Or is it just for aesthetic?
It's probably just like the magic, trying to show magic taking effect. Man, this looks amazing, bro. I don't know how many times I can say that, but damn, I've never even played that. Oh, is it based off the game or vice versa? Was that just Frieza? Was that just Frieza at the end? I did not catch that the first go round. Nah, never mind. Okay. But look at my boy Kid Coco side, he back! He is back, bro. Fall 24, bro. We got easily over a year. It's probably not less than a year. It's gotta be over a year. But yeah. But my biggest takeaway from this is they're incorporating the multi-dimensional aspect that everybody else is going with nowadays. Like at least Marvel, they kind of had those in their comics already. They already had that going. So now just the world is kind of getting exposed to it. And there's no way most people know that's actually comes straight from the comics. So now it's dope with Dragon Ball that it's gonna widen the world a lot. So like me and you talk about all the time, bro, spin-offs. We need spin-offs. Like people would love it. They're easy to do. And now if you got multi-dimensions, the world's even bigger. Because when they introduced all the different universes, that was already crazy expansion of the franchise. So now you're potentially incorporating multi-dimensions. So I would kind of love to see that. I guess Dragon Ball Heroes kind of represents that, no? Because where is that guy getting all these characters from when he throws them in to fight the characters in Heroes? Is he pulling them from other dimensions?
I'm not too familiar with the Heroes. And
okay, yeah, I think that's what that guy is doing.
Oh, right. You talking about like Demigra or Fu?
Yep, Fu.
Yeah.
How could I forget a name like Fu? I call people Fus all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing, just pulling them, because he's not creating these guys. And obviously, Heroes isn't canon, right? No, but that is still kind of like lingering in the franchise, so maybe this is him solidifying that, because why else would they be watching those TVs? Like, I didn't even pick up on that first watch through. I kind of like loosely was paying attention to the background, but I didn't even notice that he's watching everything.
I want to slow those down and look at exactly what some of those screens were. Yeah,
let's get into that. Because I definitely liked how we were talking about the Demon and Destroyer, because it even looks like the one dude has that like outfit on.
See, okay, can you slow it down?
Because look at the dude on the left. Look at the dude on the left. That suit kind of looks like a Kai suit, kind of.
All right, so we see Shin. That's the Majin Buu. These are all Majin Buu scenes. This is when like they left the tournament.
Babidi at the bottom.
When they left the tournament, they all flew. Shin took them to see Babidi, and they all hid behind that rock. And then Deborah
After the Tournament of Power?
No, Dragon Ball Z after the World Martial Arts.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Well, it's not. It wasn't
I
after, but I mean, it was during. They just left while other people were fighting or whatever.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right here is just showing that. So we know it's definitely
this is
after
all from that arc.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so can you slow it down some? I'm trying to see. So look, Majin Vegeta's already.
Look at the bottom right.
You know what I'm saying? So okay, we definitely know this has to be.
I'm about to take it back a little bit. Okay, that's all you can really see out of that part. So they're just watching the Boo arc.
Yeah. Can you pull it forward again?
Backward?
Like to where it starts showing the TVs or screens or whatever. Gotcha. I'm trying to see what is this other stuff, not this stuff, right? But okay, see, there goes the burn robbery. Okay, can you go back like half a second?
I got you. Yeah, it's tough to pause it right there.
Oh,
yeah, and
right
just
here.
The space
What are those, like that moon and like outside of the?
That just looks planet. Like they're looking at galaxies. Yeah. They're just looking at space first, and then it dials in to this arc. So are they live tuning in then? Because at first I just assumed that they were just looking at all different time frames, but you definitely are right that they're just looking at that specific arc.
Because see, that's Gohan before he even went. He pulled the Z sword out. That was before he got beat by trying to fight Fat Boo.
Right. Yeah, it is. But it's also they're looking at different time frames within that arc. Right. So it seems as though they're potentially just studying what happened here.
Yep. And so, you would have to kind of think to say, like, what are they focusing on at that time point,
For sure. And I think for sure...
'cause there's going to be dialogue.
They're 100% focusing... Oh, yeah, 100%. But they're definitely focusing on Bobbity and Boo. Because they made a point of emphasis in this trailer to put that still right there front and center. You've seen a few different Deborahs. Cause look, bottom left, right next to it, right above it, it's a lot of Deborah in there.
Yeah, and so Deborah's, you can go on Deborah's Dragon Ball Wiki, and it says Deborah is the king of the demon realm. Existing for thousands of years, Deborah was a demon king placed under the wizard's Bobity's control by a spell. And so, would this be called Dragon Ball DAIMA? Dragon Ball DAIMA, it supposedly translates to Dragon Ball Evil. So, more so maybe... I'm not sure if it's Bobbity or Majin Buu, but maybe Deborah is, relevant here as well.
I'm not gonna lie, on the still that I have right now, the dude on the right could easily be a descendant of Deborah. Especially with the new art style.
Well, his sister.
Compared to the Z art style.
Right.
So, I mean, who knows?
Fu is his nephew, and Toa is his sister.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so, when you were speaking about Fu anyways, I was already, in my mind drawing the...
Oh, I never knew that about Fu.
Yeah, and that's the thing about... that's canon,
so
too.
So he comes from that Deborah lineage?
Yeah.
Oh, what canon does Fu pop up in? Or is it just kind of manga?
It's just basically not really manga. It's just a creation. It's basically because it came out of
his backstory.
Yeah, his backstory, and I guess Toriyama's mouth. So therefore, it makes it canon in itself, I guess.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. I guess he was originally created for Dragon Ball Online. Oh, that was Toriyama had a lot of hands-on with I think Dragon Ball Online. Yeah. The Dragon Ball series creator Akira Toriyama had a great deal of control over the project, both contributing to and having complete supervision of the story and art design, including character and location arrangements. So yeah, Fu's he's canon.
This is for Heroes.
No, that's Dragon Ball Online.
Yeah, you were just talking
it
about.
was an old game that came out in 2000,
Oh.
2011. 2000.
Oh, so that's where Fu was from?
Originally, I guess he was supposed to be in there.
Wow, okay. That's crazy. See, I did not know that. That definitely changes things. Now that makes me think even more that this dude is part of that lineage.
Yeah.
Even more so than I thought before. Wow, okay.
So, I mean, would it be more so Dragon Ball Evil? Because, I mean, you know, people were saying Dragon Ball Magic. Like, Bobby D was like...
Yeah, where did that come
from? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, I guess it's not hard to see
maybe like a translation or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And you brought up, too, when they were going through that transformation from adult to kid in the trailer, that it just looked... I put the word on it, but it looked kind of like magical.
Yeah.
We've never really seen a Dragon Ball wish have effects like that. But again, this is new art style, new animation. It's a lot more eye-catching. So I could see them adding that aspect into it for a Shenron wish. And I feel like they're not going to put Shenron there and be like, oh, make your wish. If that's not a big aspect in it. So I think it's safe to assume that these guys found the Dragon Balls and made this wish to bring this to fruition.
Yeah.
I think that's safe to say.
Maybe because when Shenron said, what did he say? He said, what is your wish? That was initially when he came out.
Yeah.
Shenron could have been I don't know, affected maybe somehow, like the dragons were in.
Yeah, it says now state your wish.
So we don't know if during that period of time, in the time the wish was granted, if anything happened to Shenron. Because as we've seen, King Piccolo killed Shenron, so it's not like Shenron is untouchable or anything like that.
1,000,000%. And they did show a weird claw in the beginning that didn't look like the bottom of anything. That looked like a claw of something.
Oh, really?
And it looked like something was wrapped around a planet of some sorts. It was like at the very beginning, after the countdown. Let me pull this up.
Because I think even in Dragon Ball GT,
because like look at that right here. Hold on, I gotta go back a little more. But look at that.
Okay.
Like, is that the root of a
I think
planet?
that was just a reflection of that. I thought. That's what I took it as.
Okay, maybe.
That's what I took it as.
Maybe, yeah. Because to me, that initially looked like a claw, but now watching it back, I'm not gonna say reflection, but I could see that being a root.
Right. Yeah.
But what would you be most excited to see coming out of this series? Obviously, I mean, we're both Dragon Ball fans, but
how they're gonna incorporate Goku and Vegeta's rivalry as kids?
That's gonna be amazing to see for sure. I wonder how their power levels. Well, because they got to keep the same power, I would assume, right?
Well, in GT, I think Goku was in kid form. I don't know if you remember, but he couldn't sustain certain forms or certain powers for so long because his body was smaller. I don't know if that was like a nerf just cause.
And it wasn't canon, so we can't put too much onto that.
Yeah, of course.
But that does make sense.
But it was a good little,
that doesn't not make sense. That kind of would have to be how that would go, I would think.
Yeah, I don't see we're going to be seeing any Super Saiyan Blues or Super Saiyan Reds or anything like that. I mean, you know, at around this time period, the most Goku had was, I guess, if maybe Super Saiyan 3. It all depends on where this is falling at. If this is after they defeat Majin Buu or Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb, then we'll see Super Saiyan 3. And that's the only way I could even see that's even being possible. This has to be that year after everybody. Well, I don't know. This year in between the time that Kid Buu was defeated and Majin Buu was basically able to interact with society because they made the wish to erase everybody's memory.
Right, yeah. And we see Hercule in there. And usually nowadays in the newer anime, when we see Hercule, Bull's right there. So either they're keeping Kitty Boo. I'll say Kitty Boo because Kid Boo is a whole different thing. So maybe they're hiding Kitty Boo and want to pull him out from under the carpet, But I feel like if there was a Kitty Boo, we would have seen him next to Hercule. Maybe even a little pink behind Hercule in the background. You know what I mean? To tease him a little bit. But this does seem like we're not getting that,
bro. Because it's like, okay, if it's Fat Boo and everybody's getting wish to kids, does that mean he goes to Kid Boo?
That's why I was saying Kitty Boo.
It's like,
because Kid Boo isn't really a kid.
There could be like a little thing.
Just,
you
know, we know what it is. So that's some Americanized. We try to put the kid label on them, and that's not even really what was going on.
Yeah. His real version is just demon.
Yeah, because that's easily just his most evil form.
Yeah, basically pure evil Boo. That's what his name.
That's like the direct translation.
Yeah, of his actual name in Japanese, Junsui, maybe.
Got you. Okay.
Junsui.
So, do you think that we're gonna get so when Super started, right? We got Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan for like one episode. Never seen it again because this fool went blue. And then that Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is essentially useless. So do you see us getting another useless form? Not useless, but another one-off form?
And he used it in
determinant power. I definitely used the wrong word. Okay. I definitely used the wrong word. Sure. But I meant more so. Do you see a form?
Basically, I think you said it got got cannibalized by Super Saiyan Blue.
Exactly. Yeah. Like he just surpassed it so fast that there was just no need for it.
Yep.
So do you see something like that coming to Daima, or even like maybe a one-off to where, who knows? Like we touched on, they were calling this Dragon Ball Magic. So maybe some weird way, again, we don't know who these dudes are, their powers, how they're going to be utilized or used against them. So do you see us getting a new Goku form?
Well, can we, did we get any actually full body shots of Goku from this new series yet?
As a kid?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when he had his staff.
Okay.
See his,
it's kind of hard there. Okay, right there.
Right here.
Okay, so he has no tail. Okay, because I'm trying to think, like, maybe we'll get like some Uzaru, forms or something, maybe, but there's no tail. So I was hoping maybe they go, because the Uzaru form is a fan favorite, so I thought maybe we could get something from there.
What's the Uzaru form?
That's the Great 8 form.
Oh, okay. People were thinking we were gonna get that.
No, I'm just saying
Oh, you said that's a fan favorite. My bad.
Yeah, that would just be something I would like to see how they incorporate.
People just like them being big ass monkeys.
Yeah, I mean it was always a good thing because when Goku first transformed that one time at Pilaf's Pilaf's castle when he destroyed it. That was always interesting when he first did it, and then was that his first time or was it at the tournament? One of the two.
No, wasn't it when they were. It was like right after the Ox King stuff, right?
Well,
because I feel like it was after he like met Chi-Chi, and then they were in that tower, or not tower, but what would you call that castle-y place?
Yeah, was that Pilaf's castle?
I'm not 100%.
When he had like Bulma and Yamcha and that's when Oolong reached for. Yeah, that was Pilaf's castle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but so I think it was that, and then the World Tournament, and then I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so basically all those times that he had transformed, you know, he was like not in control of himself and everything, but we just knew it was like a very strong, you know, form that he had, and I guess he kind of never did it again after that until I think Dragon Ball Z when Gohan transformed into Grade 8. And
I forgot that happened. Wow,
yeah, and you know, basically almost that when they was fighting against Vegeta and stuff. Oh no, well, first I was with when he was training with Piccolo, and then Piccolo pulled off his tail. But basically, what I was just saying was eventually we get down the way to GT, and finally, you know, Baby and you know took over Vegeta's body, and you know he was in control of it. I think that was the first time we ever got to see
how much.
That was the first time we ever got to see the Zaru form in control, you know, and it was so cool, you know, in that time. And that was one of the most, I think, like in like not Baby Saga and GT was probably like the best saga in GT, you know, aside from
and I've told you GT is definitely my favorite series of all time in Dragon Ball. It was just very fun. It was just so different from what we've seen in Z. We got Kid Goku back. I felt like it was just a perfect mix of Z and the original.
Because they had a there was a thread again. You know, there was an adventure.
A real threat.
Yeah.
These were real villains.
Yeah.
Like these dudes in this DAIMA stuff, and in that last Gohan and Piccolo movie, they didn't look like shit.
You talking about
like
Cell
the
Max?
bad guys just look whack.
You talking about Cell Max?
You know what I mean? What was that?
You talking about Cell Max?
Yes. Cell Max, the dudes that were running the Red Ribbon Army, like these dudes look like boof ass villains. Like just how they look. Like Baby, that nigga look like a gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those bad guys looked for real. Cause wasn't there was an evil person for each Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah, the Shadow Dragons.
They all looked ill. They all looked like real villains. You know what I mean?
Well, a couple of them I wasn't too much of a fan of.
Well, there's more than a handful of Dragon Balls. You know what I mean? So if 3 or 4 of them look crazy, like that's real ill. You know?
Mainly, it was like the last. I think 3 were, or last 2 or 3 was
for
really
sure.
the best though.
I would have to agree. But so here's this picture right here. I was trying to more so get you to attack on this. So you told me that you believe that this right here fake, and as I analyze the picture, it appears as though it's taken from a video. It appears as though you see Supreme Kai back there, which was shown as one of the main dudes along with Goku in this new series. You see Goku has the staff. We know that the Nimbus is still close to home. So why do you stand on so strongly that like this is just nah? Because I think that like there's a good chance that this is that. Like I feel like Akira has a real itch to scratch, or not itch to scratch. He's got a real bone to pick because motherfuckers love Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Love that form. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is his like give back. Like, okay, I didn't give y'all Super Saiyan 4. I've definitely talked down upon GT. So let me give y'all my GT. Let me give y'all my like evolutionary back to the core form of new Goku, you know what I mean? Because this looks ill, but you just don't see it being the real thing.
Well, first, I mean, somebody on the picture wrote Super Saiyan 5. So
I think they just put that. They put the I mean, they have the skulls on there, so it's like it's half a joke, and obviously there is no Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, so they just did
canon.
the like Apple
So-
True didn't just skip the whole number.
Well, no, I just think that's a good one. I just think that they were just it's internet, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers gonna talk shit, make jokes. I think that's all that was in regards to that caption across the screen. But the main thing I feel is it appears as though it's a photograph taken of a video.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's easy to deep fake stuff nowadays. I mean, this
million
image
percent.
looks like somebody looked for like a couple of days or like half a day on how to create some AI character for like their company or something like that. And this is what they came up with. I mean, I'm just straight appalled at what this abomination of artwork is supposed to be. First, it looked like he got a Nimbus tail. Like, what's that about? Let's get to that.
100% that's a Nimbus tail.
Like, this nigga done grew.
I mean, yeah, let's get to that. That's ill, son. That is hard. Because
he did
I
the
feel
fusion
like
dance
I feel
with
like
the
you're
Nimbus cloud.
I feel like with what you're saying, if it wasn't a non-Nimbus tail, I might be inclined to be like, yeah, how did he just regrow a tail? You know what I mean? But I feel like the fact that it is a cloud kind of more supports like this might be some real deal. Holy field. You know what I mean?
Why his the ends of his staff look like it's trying to repel electricity?
That, sir, that's a cloud.
What?
That is again the cloud. But
So the Nimbus just broke
I
up
see what
into
you're
parts
saying.
and it just living in different areas on
You
his
feel me?
body.
That's ill. That's ill. Because first of all, the Nimbus is smart. Let's get that. Let's get to that. You feel me? The Nimbus, it has a mind of its own. You feel me? That's his own thing. It's not letting niggas just flying all free willy nilly.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
Nimbus is like Tails. Like, he just a support character.
1,000,000%. But it was such an important thing in the original Dragon Ball. And obviously, we seen when Dragon Ball came out. It's been how many years? So just to kind of give back, not give back to the fans, but give the fans who've been around for the last 40 years one of those, oh, it's back moments. Because that's a big thing. That's a big thing when you have real fans and you can instill, or not even instill, you can bring up that nostalgia feeling. That's big, man. So I could definitely see this being something real. And that art style, it's kind of on point with the trailer. You know what I mean? And this is an art style like they haven't just used all free willy-nilly. And you're talking about, oh, you just learn AI for a couple days. I don't know. I just started getting into the little AI producing images or whatever, but we both know people on the internet will take how much time they need to make something fake or whatever if they really want to be invested. So I'm not saying it's far-fetched, but that'd be doing a lot to troll a whole community. I'm not putting it past no one, but that'd be a lot for sure.
I mean, you heard about this lady that said that she seen a little kid on the side of the freeway and was kidnapped for a few days?
I did, but we're not getting into that, though. That has nothing to do with what we're talking
Guilty.
about. We're not getting into social things.
Yo, people do crazy
But
things for clout, man. They just want some attention, man.
People just do crazy
on the
things in
internet.
general. People do crazy things for general. It's not on us to say what they're doing it for or why they're doing it. But back to what matters. The Dragon Ball died.
Liar.
So you're saying There's no shot that that's the new form we're getting. But you believe we're gonna get a new form? Do you think that or no?
Yeah, well, Dragon Ball is transformations, and they know, so that's what makes more toys and everything. And so, yeah, we're gonna get a new form. And who knows? Maybe it'd be something unique and new, like how what's depicted in this fan animation, but fan photo or fan whatever. But
I like that. Stand on business.
Sure. Look at the Supreme Kai. What's he doing in the bag? That's the only thing that make me think this is real. Is because he out there.
You feel me? Because he's a scary lyric.
Yeah,
he's 100% a scary lyric.
He ain't trying to do nothing to save his name.
You see a little piece of the villain, either whether it's a cape or whatever clothes he's wearing. So clearly Goku's defending Supreme Kai against this attacker.
Yeah. And why is he a Super Saiyan 1? What's so significant about that position? Form?
I mean, Super Saiyan 4's hair wasn't Super Saiyan 3 even more so. So I'm not even gonna say the hair matters. Cause you gotta think Super Saiyan Blue, like look right here on the video. Like his hair doesn't look nothing crazy,
but Goku barely goes Super Saiyan.
Most powerful form.
He did it like most recently, I think, against Kefla, and then before that.
Well, because there's no reason for him to even do that.
Exactly. So why is he Super Saiyan 1 here?
He's not. He's a whole different form. That's what I'm getting at.
That's golden hair with his bang. That's Super Saiyan 1.
I feel it. I feel it for sure.
It's like a fusion of Super Saiyan 1
and Nimbus. He did a fusion with Nimbus? Yeah. Is that what we're saying?
Nigga,
he was so weak. We're saying, well, we're not saying. I'm saying this. Mr. T-Bania, not Power. You know what I mean? But, so, did he do a fusion with Nimbus? Ain't no way.
He probably ate him. He stayed eating something to try to.
He do stay hungry, man. Maybe they found some type of magic to where whatever you consume, you become.
Cause I think one time Goku ate like Nimbus Cloud or something like that.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
I forget. It was in.
He's a fat mofo, or not a fat mofo, but he's always hungry. Okay, man. I'm just excited. A lot of people are hating on this GT2. Oh, they already did this. Oh, why don't we get whatever the dude's name is, the new villain in Super? Oh, when are we gonna get him? My thing is, bro, this thing has been going on for 40 years. Over 10 years before I was born, this thing's been going on. I've just been a fan my whole life. I remember going to the library with my cousin, my grandma taking us there and us renting. It might have even been VHS Dragon Ball movies. You feel me? At the very least, they were DVDs. But I just remember her taking us there. We're getting backyard baseball, computer game, and then like 3 Dragon Ball movies, you feel me, while we're visiting her for the weekend. So it's just always been a part of my life. I'm always gonna be happy when they take the time to create something in animation for us, no matter what it is. I've never been upset with anything visually from Dragon Ball. Ever. I don't care if it has to do with the main storyline or not. I just want to see these fools getting busy, pause. You know what I mean? I just want to see them living their life, beating the next villain, raising the next kid. Like, obviously we seen Pan is still a baby. I mean, that depicts the whole timeline. Right there. Was Pan a baby during the Boo arc? I don't think so. When was Pan born?
Pan was born. Remember she came out in a little bit for the tournament. Remember Whis brought her out Immaculate Conception with his staff.
So this has to be after that then.
Where did you see?
Because she's
Pan?
there.
Show me where you see Pan.
Goku's rolling around with the baby, bro.
Bro.
Look, Android, Krillin, they have their baby right here. You seen their baby?
Show Pan.
Watch. I'm gonna show Pan, but look at their baby.
Yeah,
Krillin's baby right there. right there,
That's
boom.
Trunks. And
Oh.
Marin was already born.
Right there, that is Trunks.
Marin was already born.
Trunks.
Wasn't Marin around at the World Tournament already? She had been born.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm slow. I was just assuming that this was Pam,
Right.
but it's baby Trunks, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Trunks and Goten. Oh,
Yeah.
that happened so
Yeah.
fast that I thought that was the baby Goku.
Yeah, that's all. Like,
So this-
everybody.
So this 100% puts us in a timeline.
Right.
So when you're more of the historian, I'm gonna give you that every trip.
Just look around.
What?
He's giving too much credit, guys. Okay, so but thank you, I appreciate it.
No problem, brother, man. But at what part in the timeline are they both babies?
Yeah, so I mean, Trunks is 1 year older. That's why he was stronger and was able to turn Super Saiyan 2, and that's why he beat Goten in the World Tournament. So Trunks was already born, during the Cell Saga. So Goten was born probably a year after.
And Boo
Remember,
is
'cause he
right
died.
is after the Cell Saga, right?
No, it goes. What's the?
Boo then
Because
Cell? That makes
Gohan
sense.
was like in high school.
Oh yeah, because Boo was supposed to fight in the tournament
No,
with Cell, right? No. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Tournament of Power. I'm slow.
Yeah, Boo was supposed to fight those dogs or something.
Yeah, that's what that was.
And then he woke up.
But he was messing with Hercule at the time of the Cell tournament, right?
Yeah.
Because weren't they trying to say
No.
like, oh, Hercule, he's gonna be the guy that beats up Cell?
Yeah.
Am I
That's
wrong?
when Mr. Satan came to, vision. That's when Mr. Satan appeared.
That's when he came into the
Yeah,
picture.
that's when he appeared. Yeah.
Okay, and then him and Boo got close after that. So wow, so this has gotta be right after the Boo stuff then,
Yeah, I mean, well,
or right.
it doesn't really matter
around
when
the time of
Trunks
the Cell
and
stuff.
Goten was kids because they could still get wished to babies at any time, like after.
Yeah, but if okay, we seen what everybody else looks like. So I mean, I guess the wish could be no, because it would have to. Everybody looks like the same age, all the adults, and obviously the babies stayed babies. Like they would have turned into fetuses or something if the wish would have been like, oh, turn the clock back X amount of years.
But it couldn't have been before Boo because Marin wasn't born. Marin's younger than them. She was born. I mean, she was already around at the Tournament of Power. I mean, not Tournament of Power, World Tournament.
And you said Boo came before Cell. So this is in between Boo and Cell.
Boo came before. No. Cell came first and then.
Cell, then Boo.
Yeah.
And you said Marin wasn't born during the Boo stuff? She wasn't.
No,
there
she
yet.
was. She was. I'm saying that she was like younger than Goten and Trunks at that time.
I got you. So this has to take place slightly after the Boo saga.
And plus, they're looking at the Bobbity stuff. All those effects. The only thing that I'm wondering is if this is in a different, this an alternate timeline, because there's a timeline that we haven't seen that Trunks traveled to that's been explored and stuff like that.
What was that? Well, hold on. We're getting too deep. Too deep. That could be a whole different thing. We're talking about DAIMA.
Yeah.
So, okay. So loosely, we have this timeline figured out. Loosely.
This has to be after
man.
those events when Shin, aka Supreme Kai, led the Z Fighters away from the World Tournament shortly after they drained Gohan, Spopovich and Yamu drained Gohan's powers, and who was it? I think Kabito restored him, and so they shortly after that they flew away, and then they landed behind that rock and watched and observed Bobity's spaceship.
Yes.
And then they crossed behind the rock, and then finally I think Pui, I forget his name, came out with the Burr and Babidi, and then somehow they engaged him, and then
I forgot they were low key like a squad. Like he had a squad.
Yeah.
And they just got taken out. Shout out to our Z fight.
Because notice how they don't show. I didn't see any of the clips of when like Babidi,
You're talking about on the screens?
Babidi and Boo was like terrorizing the city, like South City.
Yeah, they were just like broad little pictures on the screens of kind of more so just like showing the characters in general, not more so what they did during that time.
Yeah. And I just have to keep.
I would say this is probably the same timeline. I wouldn't say it's a whole different dimension. This story, because I feel like they wouldn't do that.
Never know.
That would be really whack if they just.
Well, because it still exists. That timeline still exists. That's why the Xeno never wiped off that timeline. He only wiped off the timeline Trunks was from.
Okay.
So that timeline is still canon.
So you're bringing that up is really really crazy because so on Instagram I seen somebody say under a comment on one of these posts about DAIMA are we getting Dragon Ball Multiverse? And I had responded, no, this is taking place either before or after the Tournament of Power. Obviously, this is before the trailer comes out. This is just when everything's kind of first coming out about quote-unquote Dragon Ball Magic.
I also have something
maybe a week or two before the official announcement. Yeah. So the guy responds saying Xenoverse. What's that? Because I didn't play those games. You played Xenoverse, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So were there multiple dimensions in that game?
Xenoverse?
Or did it incorporate just the other universes, or not even that? Xeno was just in it?
I'm not exactly sure on how that works. I mean, it's been so long since I played that game too, actually.
So, right, I feel you. But when I first watched this trailer for the first time earlier, I definitely was just assuming that everything on the screens were just from different times throughout the series. But when you told me to stop it and we're actually looking at that, clearly it's from just one arc. So my whole multi-dimension thing is, I don't think that that's what's going on.
And don't forget that universe 13 through 18 were erased off screen, and sometimes I just wonder if this guy with his staff and everything is something related to that too.
Oh, like he's trying to get his get back for his universe being destroyed.
Yeah. But if they were all destroyed, I mean, you know.
Well, that would be too far into the timeline, and I don't think we would get Kid Trunks and Kid Goten.
Yeah.
Or Baby Trunks and Baby Goten.
Yeah.
But maybe...
I wonder if they spin the time back.
If you're a kid, you can only go back so far, right? So maybe they just go back to these babies in diapers. Mm-hmm. And everybody else goes to their like toddler or young adult form, elementary school type form.
And why did they wish them the kids anyways? Like why?
I mean, I feel like that's an easy call. Obviously, you just are gonna assume, as kids we could take them over easier. Like I feel like that's a safe bet to say. You know what I mean?
There's so many questions.
Like I doubt. Well, yeah, I was gonna get to that for sure, but I doubt that they would just do that just to observe them as kids. You feel me?
Other than
like there's
appealing to young Japanese children.
Well, yeah, that would be just a waste of a series, though. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna create a villain and turn these guys into kids so they could be kids. Like, that just doesn't sound enticing for your audience, you know what I mean, if you are Dragon Ball and creating for that franchise. But yeah, man, honestly, with this teaser, it just brings up nothing but more questions, which I love. Like I love just talking about stuff like this. I love that there's something to talk about. Me being somebody who only focuses on the anime,
But it has the whole Dragon
I
Ball manga collection.
I definitely have the whole original Dragon Ball set, 1 through 16 for sure, most definitely. I started the first one night, maybe got 30 pages in, haven't read it since, had it for years, but I definitely try to stay away from any up-to-date manga news, because obviously that's going to get turned into the anime, and since I'm not caught up with the manga, I don't even want to know what's going on. So I'm just happy with anything we get. I know, I remember when Heroes first started coming out, I was keeping up with it, but I just caught up with it fairly recently, watched them all. That was amazing. I guess they just started putting out episodes again recently. I think I watched like the 1 through 36 before they came out with some other ones. I probably got the numbers wrong. But yeah, man, I'm just really excited for this. I know you are too. We're both just happy for any Dragon Ball content whenever it comes.
And I mean, it's canon, so it's just another part of the story.
Bro, yeah, man. And people, like, I tagged you in a post on Threads. My dude hates that this is canon and hopes that this is just like on YouTube, like Dragon Ball Heroes. I keep trying to tell him there's no shot. You're not debuting a YouTube show at New York Comic Con in an auditorium where you're giving out merch for free.
I'm pretty sure it's some sort of web anime. They just don't know how they're gonna do it yet.
What?
Yeah. It's not gonna come on.
So
Fuji TV.
He's half right.
Yeah, it's not gonna come on Fuji TV.
Oh no! You just hurt my soul, man.
Yeah, Fuji TV's not even
I
involved.
hope that this. Oh man, come on, man.
Yeah.
I really hope. Well, I mean, from the animation, like Dragon Ball Heroes don't look this good. Not even close to this good.
Yeah. You don't even see any Toei animation, like, symbols or anything.
This is on the Toei page.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. Well, I knew it'd probably go that far, but probably Fuji TV's not involved though.
Okay. Is that usually who they do like television distribution through or something?
Yeah,
like
Fuji TV is kind of like the anime channel in Japan.
Okay. Well, hopefully they just got a bigger bag from Crunchyroll or something. Because if this is just a web exclusive, that's a disjustice. Whatever. But
well,
I'm just excited for
episodes and this and that. So we'll see.
For sure. No matter whether it's that or it's on regular television, Crunchyroll and stuff like that. I'm just excited, man. I hope y'all are too. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Let us know what you think about what we said. Let us know if you think that Power says fan animated. I say more than likely part of the real thing. Let us know what you think. You know what I mean? We're gonna stay tuned for Tail Talks episodes where we just get into this Dragon Ball in general. Next updates on DAIMA, we're definitely going to release a new, you know what I'm saying, so just stay tuned, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, make sure to check out all the links in the description. We're relaunching Dragon Ball Tees. That's a t-shirt a t-shirt brand that we do for just Dragon Ball inspired designs. We're relaunching our Bulma t-shirt for our 7-year anniversary to relaunch the brand, so just check in with that. And you got anything to say, Par?
Oh no, nothing.
For sure. Shout outs to nothing. We out of here. Y'all take care. One love. Peace around the world. We need that. Let's stop the nonsense, y'all. Much love. Watch anime. Stop the nonsense. I love that.
Shouts out to Masuka Nozawa.
All that. It's on.